All right, well, we've come up that hill, as you probably saw in the previous little bit. Unfortunately, I've copped a bit of a flat, as you can see. She's down to the rim, so got to get the car up off the ground. My normal scissor lift jack's not going to cut it. I've got a 2-inch lift, bigger rim, bigger tyres, so good thing I've got the Me Mother high lift jack with me. So I'm going to get that out in a minute, show you, and we'll go from there. Me Mother high lift jack. Now we've got a couple of options here. You can take the 4-drive jack base. Gives you a nice stable platform, so the jack's not going to slip out of place. Luckily enough, I've got ExiTrax. I've got the 1150 Ultimate ExiTrax board, which come with the ExiLink. Gives you a much more stable platform, wider base, and nice and safe. So with this, we're going to jack the car up and change tyre, but also be mindful, when I jack the car up, I'm going to put something under there like a stabiliser or a log or something, so I can bring that car back down so it's stable on the ground, it's not moving around. Change that tyre safely, because if you're on a lean or anywhere unstable, the last thing you want is this thing slipping out. So before you go out for driving, exploring and adventuring and using equipment like this, always try it at home first. Get used to it. Understand how the high lift jack works, how the levers work. Also, it's always good to give it a nice little bit of a spray with some silicone rust preventing spray. It's going to work a lot easier for you. It's going to prevent rust and so forth. And that way you can do it safely at home, get used to the piece of equipment so you know exactly how to use it. All right, so I've got the jack set up, got the jack base, got the ExiLink on the tracks here, give me a nice stable platform. I've got my setup point. I've got everything sort of somewhat level. I want to make sure you're always using the jack points that are designed for the car. You don't want to go under the body. That's not what these are designed for. So make sure you're safe. Get everything set up first before you head off and start cranking up. So let's have a look. It's always good to just check every now and again, make sure everything's stable, it's not going to fall away or slip away. Take a minute, have a look around. Everything seems to be functioning right and everything's in place, so I'm going to keep moving on. Just about there. So as you can see, the car moved just a little bit. Now I'm glad I had my ExiTrax or my ExiLink. I've got a nice big base that if it does slip, there's a nice big solid base there. It's still going to catch it without any dramas. So it's always important, slow, nice and easy, take your time. Make sure everything's fine, you've got a good base, and you're safe to go. All right, so I've repaired the flat, got everything sorted. Now, there's really good instructions on the jack itself. You got to make sure when you're going down, you've got at least 50 odd kilos of weight on this bar as you're going down. Otherwise, it's just going to flip back up and it's going to cause all sorts of problems. So please read the instructions. And I said, try this at home first. A good, safe environment. You're not outside anywhere where there's, dangers around you. You're nice and safe at home. Have a practice play. So when you get out there and adventuring and you're in a situation like this, you know exactly how to use it properly. So as you saw, always have two hands on the handle, nice and slow motions, click up, click down, and as you get towards the end when the car's back on the ground, it's going to slide out and back down to the bottom, take everything out, tidy up, and away you go.